Hi everyone, it's Tracy at For the Love of Stamping and welcome to my craft room. Today I'm going to focus in on one of the stamp bundles that's new in the J2J2021 mini catalog called Brushed Blooms. It is a stamp set that consists of 13 stamps and has 10 coordinating dies. Really like this little bundle. I love these little dies because if you're wanting to do multiple cards, it's easy to die cut pieces and have lots of it ready to go. So you can see this one particular die will cut out 5 individual pieces. So as you can see over here, I've already pre-cut a number of pieces because that's what I'm going to use for my project today. So before we move on to that project, I just want to show you a card that I actually cased right out of the catalog itself. If you look on page 29, you'll find it there. You'll notice that this is a white on white card with the layering being done with our foam strips just to give that dimension and pop up the card. So if you have a little peek in there, you can see the little foam strips that I used. For the actual layer on top, I've just taken the brush stroke stamp that comes with the set and I've stamped it in 5 different colors. So just for the reference here, this is Magenta Madness, Poppy Parade, Daffodil Delight, Just Jade, and Pacific Point. And after I did that, I then used the dies that come in the set and I die cut this little flower piece. So that's actually consisting of 3 of the dies and they just layer right on top. So I started with Highland Heather, which is our base. Then I went with Purple Posy and then I went with Whisper White. Layered them together, stamped the leaves in Memento on white, die cut those with the little leaf die, and then just stamped my image or my greeting in white, embossed it with white on black. Easy peasy, but just to give it a little bit more texture and depth. I don't know if you can see these, but there's some tiny little flowers in here. All I did was I took our confetti flower punch and using the same colors of cardstock, I just punched out a bunch of flowers and I adhered those with some Tombow just to finish the card off. Nice little card to send anybody, you know, who you're thinking of. You want to send something out really fast. That's a nice little card to put together and easy to do. Today's card, however, I'm going to use this die, which is the one that I showed you earlier. And I run it through the Big Shot, as I mentioned, in multiple colors. And it cuts out 5 pieces of each color. So I used Pacific Point, Coastal Cabana, Poppy Parade, Granny Apple Green, Daffodil Delight, Gorgeous Grape, and Melon Mambo. And you'll notice how they're all consistently the same size. I actually took a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 and I laid the die right on top. I centered it because what I thought was that I don't like to waste paper. And so what I thought I could do is I could use that as a background for other cards. So that's why I've done it that way. I have those all nice and ready for my next project whenever I get to those. To do the card today, we're going to start off with a white base and we will then add a layer of white to that. So this is, I took a 4 1/4 by 11. I like a tent card and I scored it at 5 1/2. We'll take a layer of Whisper White. That's going to go right on top. And then we'll use one of each of these and we'll layer those right on top of the Whisper White in a, straight across like so. So what I'll do is I'm going to take this piece here and I want to just kind of make this stay in place just while I'm working. So I have some repositionable tape. I'm just going to put it down on my grid mat here. If I can get it off my finger. And then I will take my cardstock and I'll line it up so that I know it's square on the grid. That's going to help me as I layer each of these pieces on. And I'm going to layer them so that I got one going in this way. And then the next one I'll layer such as the little pointy pieces going to the right. Then maybe I'll go with some yellow and then maybe the poppy. And after that I'll go with the coastal. And I might add my granny here, and then I'll put my gorgeous down here. All right, so I'm just going to use Tombow. I'm going to adhere these down directly, and then we'll move on to layering it together. So we'll grab some Tombow glue, and I'll start at the bottom since it's closest to me. Just layer a little bead of Tombow right across the back strip of this and place it straight down. And having my little piece of grid paper here, or my grid mat, I can make sure that these are relatively straight and pretty much centered right to left. Okay, next piece. You'll see how fast this goes together. It's very easy to do. Obviously I had die cut all of these pieces ahead of time just to save a little bit of time, but it goes through the machine so fast and easy that, you know, it takes no time at all to put this together. Okay, and then the next one. And the nice thing is it gives color, it gives depth, and it also kind of looks like little paint strokes right across. And I guess that's the intention. I guess that's why it's called brush stroke, right? All right, so we'll put this one. Ooh, glue everywhere. Straight down. Wipe the glue off. Daffodil Delight. Actually, the glue on my fingers works to my advantage because I can stick it to the surface of the piece and pick it up. Okay. Pacific Point. I love these colors. It's nice and bright and cheery. And finally, the Melon Mambo. Okay, and there's the card base complete with our nice little colorful background. Now I pre-did this ahead of time, so I took a piece of black cardstock, I embossed it with white and embossing powder using white craft ink, stamped the leaf in Granny Apple, and ran it through the die cutting machine, and then just adhered it with some Tombow glue. And what I'll do is I'll just pop that up, I think, with some dimensionals just to give it a little bit of a lift. And I got these ones cut here. And then I'll finish it off with a little bow, I think. And I know how much everybody loves to make bows. I'll show you a quick way to do them. Okay. So I think I'll just place that sort of right in the center. But before I do that, let me put this on my card base, make it easy on myself. I'll just pick that up and I'll add my Tombow to the back. And layer that onto the Whisper White. Okay, get it straight. There we go. Grab the little focal point with our little greeting and message on it. Whip off those little backing pieces. I think I'll put that on an angle. And then I'm going to grab some of the twine from the Playful Pets bundle. And this is just the black and white twine. Just going to quickly make myself a little tiny bow that I'll adhere with a glue dot to the front, and that will pretty much finish our card. Nice easy little card. This is a great little set for making fast cards, and an easy way to, you know, you can kind of go ahead and stock up on the little die cut pieces ahead of time. Get a whole bunch of them ready so that when you want to do your assembly line type of cards, then you're ready to go. There we go. Took a little longer than normal, so we'll just make our little loops smaller like this. Keep adjusting until I get the right size. Pull tight on that. Looks pretty good. Grab some scissors, preferably sharp ones. Cut that away. And I'll grab myself a little glue dot and I'll adhere that straight down to the to here, just like so. Super easy to make. I hope you enjoyed this card. It goes together very, very quickly. And again, it's called Brushed Blooms on page 29 of the January to June 2021 catalog. And I encourage you to get yourself a set of these. If you purchase this set of the whole bundle, then you'll qualify for a celebration item, which you can choose out of the little celebration catalog. Lots to choose from, and some really great projects that I'll be showing you a little bit later on. Have a great day, and talk to you soon. Bye for now.